You're waiting for me. I'm sorry.
Okay, I think you know how it works. Introduce yourself, introduce the game, make a countdown, and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, we're all good. Am I live?
Yes.
Okay, great. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, everybody. I have no heat in my apartment, so I have a blanket around my shoulders. My name is organMike. I am here from North Central Turtle Island on the Treaty 1 territory, the land of the Anishinaabe, Innuak, Anish-Innu, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and the heart of the Red River Métis Nation. And the place where I live, work, and play was once occupied exclusively by these peoples who did their living working and playing there. I also drink water, which I will need extensively during this run because I am fighting off the remnants of a cold. That water comes to me from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation. Shoal Lake has provided an aqueduct to this city for more than a century, but only recently did Shoal Lake 40 get access to clean drinking water within the past few years. Alright, with all that acknowledged, and the fact that I'm not wearing my pretty bow, because, I don't want to ruin it, because it's cold in here. It's not that cold, actually. I've got a space heater nearby, but the boiler has been off all week. There's some repairs going on. We knew it was coming, so it wasn't like we weren't prepared for it, and the rental company provided us with space heaters. But it's only been today that I've actually needed them because the temperature has dipped. So we are wrapped up. We are keeping warm. We are going to play some Bard's Tale. We're going to play from the 2018 remaster of the Bard's Tale trilogy, which has a few different rules from the originals. If anyone played these back in the 80s, we're going to start a new game. We're just going to be playing Tales of the Unknown, Volume 1. The Destiny Knight, Thief of Fate are also excellent games. And if you play all three games together, you can take your characters from one to the next to the next. But we're just doing Tales of the Unknown. And we are not going to use any of the legacy mode options. We're going to be I'm going to be doing a second run of them Sunday morning, and we will be using legacy mode options. But there are things like an individual inventory, disabling the auto map, full experience requirements. So all these things, save only at the guild. In the first two games, you can only save at the guild. So yeah. So instead of that, we're going to be playing in modern mode today, which is fine. It gives us some more advantages. I'm going to hit begin, but that does not start the timer. We start the timer when we actually enter the city, and I will call that out. So we get this lovely cutscene. Yeah, I want to overwrite my autoplay. We get the bard singing, "The song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day, when evil fled and the brave bled, the Dark One came to stay." This cutscene was actually there in the original game from the 80s. It didn't look so nice, very smooth. Of castle walls and torchless halls and the price we had to pay. It's a nice tune. You can actually play it in-game. Till those of old for blood and gold had rescued Scarabray. And if anyone caught my Ultima run earlier today, we started in Scarabray. Scarabray was the name for the town in the Bard's Tale and the third Bard's Tale, and is a recurring town in the Ultima series. They're connected by a man named Richard Adams, who was a programmer on both games. Anyway, the legend of Scarabray. Long ago in the land of Caith, when magic still prevailed, the evil wizard Mangar the Dark threatened a small but harmonious town called Scarabray. Overnight, all the town's militiamen disappeared, and Mangar froze the surrounding countryside with a spell of eternal winter, totally isolating it from any possible help. As evil creatures oozed into the sewers to join Mangar's shadow crusade, the future of Scarabray hung in the balance. And who was left to resist? Only a handful of unproven young warriors, some junior magic users, a couple of bards barely old enough to drink, and a few out-of-work rogues. You, me, are the leader of this ragtag group of freedom fighters. Luckily, you have a bard with you to sing your glories, if you survive, for this is the stuff of legends, and thus the story begins. please do let me know. I'm noticing some issues on my audio. Let me know if there's any problems, if I'm peaking too much. Anyway, we get some instructions here because the game doesn't assume you've read the instruction book. The first thing we're going to do is delete the pre-made party, because we don't need them. We're going to create 3 party members. We are... we'll take female... Come on, brain. Work this out. Hobbit. Rogue. We're going to roll some character stats. We're looking for high dexterity. So, high dexterity and hit points. 15 hit points ain't going to cut it. That, on the other hand, will do quite nicely. We can also, if we like, choose a different picture, character portrait. There's the default. But, you know, if we want, say... I like the Chronomancer. I think she looks good. The Angel of Death. There's also the Ninja. There we go. We'll get Speedruns and Carnival in here. We need a bard. A dwarf bard. Now we're looking for Constitution. That's close enough. Especially with that 18 strength. Let's see if we can get a good one. Is there a bard? Virtuoso bard. Well, that's kind of beardy. Now we'll just stick with female bard. And finally, we need an elf conjurer. Conjurer, magician. Which way do I go with this? Conjurer. Oh, nice hit points, but we want nice hit points and dexterity. 16 is nice for dexterity. We want 16 for intelligence as well. Ooh, with those high spell points and hit points, we're going to take that even with the low dexterity. Now we'll go with Sorceress. Just because I think that's a pretty good picture. Alright. Now, as soon as I do anything meaningful to this party, we're going to start the timer. Which means we're going to empty the party out and then re-add speedruns. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, let's roll. We're going to put speedruns back into the party. We're going to go into the city. We do not need a quick tutorial because I know this game very well. I'm going to walk over here. We're going to take on a samurai warrior statue. We're going to hide in the shadows. Did not work. Cool. That's going to happen a fair bit. We have got a 50-50 chance in the city of hiding in the shadows. There we go. And when we attack from the shadows, we get this. Critically hits for 1 point of damage. That critical hit, a critical hit in this game is an instant kill. Doesn't matter what you're hitting. Doesn't matter how hard. Critically hit for 1 point of damage. Killing it. That's all it takes. Party finds a lamp. That's pretty cool. We're going to break all these statues in town. They're evil. They were put here by Tarjan. And if I don't break them now, they'll get in my way later. So I'm going to break them now. I don't need to deal with 3 orcs, thank you. Well, I tried. I should have saved closer. The quick save buttons are F5 and F6. Sometimes I mix them up. I don't need to... Oh, I really don't want to deal with 3 dwarfs. We're off to a great start today. We're just going to pop a little save down there. If you're wondering, we don't have a random chance of an encounter on step. Instead, we have a random chance of an encounter based on a timer. The game runs in ticks. And so if we don't... if we stand around long enough, we just get attacked. It doesn't matter what we're doing. There we go. Got him. This one's the big one I want to get out of my way. So long as I hide, we're good. Now you might be wondering if you've ever played the old one, if the original. Where is this super powerful hide in shadows skill? It didn't actually come into existence until the 3rd game, and they've brought it back even in modern mode to the first, or even in legacy mode to the first. It would be nice if I could hit this coin toss We're 5 in a row on this one. There we go. We are laggy. My goodness. We're just not hitting these hide and shadows checks. The nice thing about the legacy mode, or the modern mode, is that once these are killed, they do not come back. That assumes I killed them at some point. My goodness. There we go. And we're just getting a ton of experience because Speedruns is all by herself. And thus doesn't have to share that experience with anybody. Now there's 2 more down here. Now, does anyone in chat or Todor, if you have a preference, we got the option of flute, harp, and mandolin. Run away from the 3 mad dogs. So if anyone would like to express a preference for flute, harp, or mandolin... Whoops, I don't want to... I want this one to kill me. Flute, harp, or mandolin, please. Alas, your party has expired and gone to Adventure in Heaven. Sorry, bud. We wind up back at the Adventurers Guild, where we can re-add our party members. And we come back down here. This is the Temple of Thieves. No charge to guild members for our services. So rogues, in this particular case, we have to pay no money. Heal the party. There we go. So we brought speedruns back to life. And now we're going to go claim some levels. After which, I would like to know, flute, harp, or mandolin? We are going to be save scumming for levels. So hopefully our luck is better than our luck at hiding in shadows. It is not so far. We're specifically looking for 2 stats. Disarm skill and hide in shadows skill. We want both those to come up. So I got harp requested in the chat. We will be getting a harp then, unless someone has something else they want to propose. I'm not taking 4s. That's all right, but I'd rather have the hide disarm skill. Disarm allows me to disarm treasure chest traps when we start delving into dungeons. Monsters will leave treasure chests behind. What I really want is my disarm skill high enough that I don't have to worry about disarming them. There we go. That's a good one. That is not. I'm glad my sound is fine. Take that. Not taking that low disarm. It is worth spending the time to save scum these levels right now, as later on it will cost me time if these don't work. There we go. What did I get to? Disarm traps at 92%. Good. Hide and shadows 78. 78 on hide and shadows will do me for now. Now, as with all RPG speedrunners, we have to do some grinding. And I forgot, I need to go buy some equipment. This is Garth's equipment shop. We're going to purchase... we have a staff. We want some robes. Leather gloves. And equip the staff. And equip the lamp for good measure. There we go. Carnival. Carnival is going to get some equipment. I'm going to purchase a broadsword. Scale armor. Helmet. Leather gloves. A harp, as requested. A tower shield. And we're good to go. You might have noticed armor class going down as we do this. This game is based on old Dungeons & Dragons rules, where a lower armor class is better. Armor class, to put it effectively, armor class is a bonus given to someone who is attacking. So if your armor class is 2, they get +2 on their 2-hit roll. If their armor class is -2, they get -2 on their 2-hit roll. We're going to have Carnival play some music. Specifically going to play the Butter Kilnfest, an ancient elven melody which will heal the bard's wounds during traveling and the party's wounds during combat. All sounds in this game are diegetic, which means they're actually things that occur inside the game, except for the trumpets you hear when combat starts or ends. So we're going to attack these skeletons. And if you watch, At the end of the round, because of the Botter Kiln Fest, speedruns and 2025 who got hit will gain a hit point back. And you'll see that orange flash when they do. Don't want to deal with the magicians that far away. Now, as I said, random encounters are based on timers, unless I'm kicking in doors. That's a little different. So going through these doors actually prompts the game to roll a random encounter check. So stepping back and forth between these two doors, I did try to run away there. If I fail to run away, it starts a normal round of combat. So stepping back and forth between these two doors continues to prompt the game to roll chances for combat. 4 mercenaries is a little much for me. 2 hobbits. I don't have any rings to give them, so... 4 mad dogs. So I like fighting mad dogs. They're good for experience. And I'm here to grind experience. So we'll use a couple spells. 2025 got a level. I want Carnival to get a level before I move forward. Barbarians, that many orcs is dangerous. We're not going to survive this fight. Yeah, reload. So you can hear the harp playing. If we had chosen one of the other instruments, we'd be hearing that sound font instead. The game does adjust the music for the sound font. So if later we find, say, a horn or some drums, you can hear them playing the melody. We're again going to save scum for something better than 4 hit points, please. That's better, thank you. 18 is much nicer. We don't want Constitution for our spellcaster, we want Dexterity. Or Intelligence. Intelligence is nice, but I really want Dexterity. Because Dexterity was low. 15 and not 16. Higher Dexterity means a chance to go first in combat. Yeah, there's 5 stats. Strength, which affects the amount of damage you do in combat. Constitution, which determines how many hit points you get at level. Intelligence, which determines spell points at level, and that was real hard to pass up. Dexterity, which determines armor class and how fast you go in combat. And Luck, which determines how likely you are to hit with spells and how likely you are to get hit with spells. Please, just give me... We've got everything. There's 5 of them. There should be equal chance to get them. There we go. That was nice. 4 hit points, 5 spell points, and a point of dexterity. I want 2025's dexterity to hit to get to 18 very quickly. 7 hobgoblins is too much. 7 gnomes, maybe not. Done. Scale armor, we'll sell that later. 2 thieves. The amount of money you get from combat is based on the number of monsters you fight, not what type they are. So we get more money for fighting 20 low-level creatures than 1 high-level creature, simply because there's 20 of them. There are some exceptions, like thieves always have more money with them than you would expect. And it goes the same thing for items. The items you find are based on where the encounters are, so we're currently getting the town-based items, most of which are things we can, in fact, all of which are things we could purchase in the shop for nothing special. So, there go the magicians, 2 gnomes, 1 gnome, no gnomes. Oh, I've got a level. I'll need to go grab that. Thank you, Botter Kiln Fest, for saving the life of 2025 there. Alright, we're going to go grab our levels. And 2025 as a conjurer is going to get a new level of spells at this. Nope. Yeah, we'll take the point of dexterity, thank you. I want more hit points than that. I still want more hit points than that. There we go, that's nice. Spell acquiring. So they force us to pay money to get the next level of spells. Conjure level 2 spells, and you might be saying, hey, wait a second. Our Conjurer is level 3, and well, that's true. You get 1 new level of spells for every odd level. So level 1, you get 1 level 1 spells. At level 3, you get level 2 spells. Level 5, you get level 3 spells, and so on. There are 4 magic-using classes in this game, each with 7 levels of spells. You can change class anytime you reach 3 levels of spells, so level 5, experience level 5, to be clear. And we're going to get all 4 classes of spellcaster for 2025, though we're not going to get all 7 levels of spells in them. The 4 classes are Conjurer, which is what 2025 is right now. Magician, which you can also start as. Sorcerer, which requires that you have... Oh, I tried to run, it didn't let me. Sorcerer, which requires that you have 3 levels in at least one of Conjurer or Magician. And Wizard, which requires you have 3 levels in 2 other classes before you can get them. I'm not going to run back just now. We're going to wait till I have 2 levels to get the... Oh, this could be a fun fight. I like Mad Dogs, can give lots of experience, but they do hit a little hard. Oh, nice Requiem. We're looking for 5,000 experience. I've got, what, 3,600, okay. $36.50. 38. 39. Nope. 4,000. Nope. Yes. 42. That is not a fight I want. Run. Ah, I tried to run. Yeah, I'm gonna lose that one. Now I could just continue on and resurrect them, but that's a great way to lose a bunch of money. No. And I need money. 42. Okay. There's stuff I need to buy. 42.80. 43.60. Yeah, we'll try that. Ah! I tried very hard. Thief. That should put me at 43.90, yeah. 44, 45.40. 45.70. Oh, yes, please. Let's use a little arc fire on them. So we need 130. We need 80. Overkill. Ay. No. There we are. We've got our points now. Zoop. Head back up here. Again, we are going to save scum for good levels. No, that's not a good level. Still not a good level. Definitely not a good level. Nope. Nope. The nice thing about the thief hiding in shadows is it takes them out of the line for so long as they're hidden, but it doesn't remove that spot. It's hard to explain. The first 4 characters in line are available for melee combat, both to attack and be attacked. The back 3 are not. If I have a thief that's hidden in the front row, that's 1 less character that's available for melee combat. It doesn't move someone up from behind. There we go, there's a level. There we are, 20. Nice. Doesn't get better than that, literally. Don't want strength. I want a dexterity, and I want at least 1 point of dexterity here. And intelligence, otherwise. Thank you. Give me dexterity. Nope. Okay. I want that point of dexterity. It's going to be important. Okay. Yes, there it is. Fantastic. Okay. Spell acquiring. Here's what we want from here. War Strike. It hits a group of opponents as opposed to just one opponent. This makes a whole lot of difference. Yeah, we'll allow that magician to join. It'll die very quickly. Sometimes you meet a random character just hanging around. We're going to switch over to 2025 here and let 2025 just travel on her own. We're going to stop in at the tavern here. We're going to buy a wineskin. We want 10 servings. We'll need that for the bard. And we want to order some wine. Tells us to go down to the cellar and pick out a bottle ourselves. Well, thank you. We will. we're going to use a torch so we can see what we're doing. Don't actually need it, but it's much easier to just be able to hold the button down and see how far I've gone rather than try and count steps. 4 mercenaries, we'll leave them alone. Take the stairs down. Right over here, we will always find a group of 6 spiders. And we will use our War Strike spell, which should generally kill them all, and use a trap zap to open the chest. We get a slightly better quality of equipment here, but unfortunately it is in treasure chests and we don't have our thief with us. An unidentified instrument, that could be very useful. If that's a fire horn or a fire mandolin or a cold harp. Yeah, of course the wizard's gonna die. Come on, thank you. A mithril sword, already ready for another level, because we're getting better damage. Getting better experience here. Staff. And I can do one more fight, because it costs 5 to cast a War Strike, and 2 points to cast the Trap Zap. I could do another fight too. A mace, yeah. Head back down. Last fight, hopefully. There we go. 1,200 gold for that, and now we just have to get out of here. Run away, thank you. And I didn't get enough level for level 4. Level 4 magic, level 7. Exit the tavern. Kick out the magician. We don't need that guy hanging around. And you notice a blue flash over the character's information bar, and regaining spell points. Spellcasters in this game are solar powered. There we go. Oh, we did get there. Fantastic. I didn't think we were going to get that high. So yeah, if you stand out in the sun, every time the game ticks, it will give you a spell point. We're going to head up here. And that's Roscoe. Roscoe's Energy Emporium. Before we go in there, we're going to cast a bunch of instant wolf spells and get a team of very good boys in front of us. Roscoe sells magic points. Pardon me. So if we need magic points, we can talk to Roscoe. We're going to head in here. We know the name of the Mad God. We're going to head in this way. We're going to cast a Trap Zap spell right here, because that square is trapped. And if we step on that trap, we will get badly hurt. And I don't want to get badly hurt. That is not conducive to winning the game. Cast a Trap Zap spell again right here. And now we got 45 zombies. And here's where our good boys will help out, as well as our being very fast. Now, our fights with the spiders got us 900 experience per fight. This just gave me 23,000. So this is a slightly more efficient grind. As with most RPGs, the idea is you do a grind to get to a better grind to get to a better grind. We're going to go after some skeletons here. We've got enough instant wolves, thank you. And the reason I want the high dexterity is so that I go first in these fights. We found a flute. Oops, going the wrong way. Back this way. And we'll get out of here. We will thank these very good boys for their service. We will run away from the barbarians. I should have... Yeah, my intelligence and dexterity are 18. That's maxed out. Spell acquiring. Even better, we got Shock Sphere. Again, we're going to summon up a couple of very good boys. Oh, we don't have enough magic points. Run away. Purchase some magic points. Get back in there. Okay. We're going to head back down into the catacombs. There's a trap in front of us, so we're going to trap zap it. We're going to head over this way. Nope, we're not going to head there. I'm going to head over this way. Down this corridor. There. That doesn't seem right. This corridor. There it is. Trap zap up there. Clear that out for later. Here's 28 zombies. We're going to cast Shock Sphere, which does more damage than my War Strike, which means I can usually kill the whole pack in a single go, which saves me a lot of magic points, resummoning very good boys. You'll sometimes see me type in 4-letter codes. The original game's copy protection basically was that if you wanted to cast spells, you had to have the spell book. And the spell book was, the instruction manual. So you had to know these 4-letter codes for all the spells. I know most of the ones, certainly the ones I use frequently. There's an ogre figurine. And yeah, that's about enough for this rundown. Be at level. We'll go and get our level. Save first, please. Thank you. Thank you. That. Spell acquisition. New spells. Where are we now? So we want this 115,000. 115,000. That's what we're aiming for. Once we got that, we can move on. We'll regain our party. We'll move on to get more. Run away, thank you. We want very specific enemies, ones that we can kill easily. Shock Sphere. Open it up, please. An unidentified instrument. Good. 2 chances to get a fire harp, or a fire... What have we got? Fire horn, fire mandolin, or cold harp. Mithril mace, that'll sell, or it will be equipped, one or the other. And we should do one more fight over here. Remember to trap zap this trap. 45 zombies. Shock them all. And let the wolves sort them out. And there's our experience. Sure, we'll allow a wizard to join. It's not going to live very long. But hey, if he wants to take a hit for me, he's welcome to take a hit for me. Up the stairs we go. Now we're going to thank all these very good boys for their service. Turn them loose. That was 7 points, which is more than enough. Here we go. Elix Instant Slayer is what we're going to be summoning a lot of. And now we need a class change, specifically to Sorcerer. We're going to head in here. We're going to regain our party. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to regain... we just want the Bard. That's right. Wizard, Carnival, and 2025. There we go. We're going to head in here. We're going to identify nothing of use. Darn. Okay, Carnival, view the inventory and equip anything that's better than what you got. Chainmail is not as good as Scale. Mithril Axe. Mithril Sword is fine. Scale Armor, Staff Success, Wineskin. Yep. We did not get much of use in that. Chainmail. Mithril Sword has a hit bonus yet. Rogue can use it? Yes. Okay. And the Ogre figurine will sell. Instant Slayer. You'll notice the armor class on those guys. Minus 15. That's real good. Slayers do not belong in this game. They were created for the second game, when there's a lot more enemies with magic attacks and breath attacks and things like that. So Slayers don't really belong here, but all the same, they are here, and I'm happy to have them. We're going to use the Bard's Song Seeker's Ballad, so I get some light. We're going to cast Apport Arcane. Apport Arcane is a spell that lets me teleport. We're going to +8, +11, and -1. So we're onto the second floor, and there are stairs here going down, so we're going to take them. We'll turn around, we're going to walk over here, and we're going to start some fights. 99 skeletons. Defend, cast Shock Sphere. And nothing can hit those Slayers, so... "36 ghouls." Similarly, Shock Sphere. An unidentified weapon. Maybe it's a Bard Sword. A Bard Sword allows my Bard to use an infinite number of songs. The Bard is limited to 1 song per level without taking a drink. That's why I bought the wineskin. But if we can get a Bard Sword, then we don't have to worry about that restriction. Mithril Plate. Let me look at my map here. Cast a Trap Sap. And it's right in here. 99 skeletons, again. Shock Sphere. I'd really like to get an attack weapon. That would be really neat. Mithril Helm. Mithril Helm we can equip. Don't really need to keep that around. Oh yeah, if you want to see, we can change to the flute and get a completely different sound. This even worked on the Commodore, which is where I played this game initially. Back in the day. And back then, we didn't have arrow keys, and no one had standardized the WASD yet. We used I, J, K, and L. Oh, I don't want to fight with that. Run away. Okay. Run away. Thank you. We got teleported, which is why we don't know where we are now. That's alright. There's a first level magician spell, and we don't have a magician. First level magician spell called Scry Sight, which locates you on the map. It tells you exactly how far away you are from the entrance and which direction you're facing, and so it will reorient your map. Unidentified gloves. Probably mithril, maybe just normal gloves. Leather gloves. Got teleported again. This is anti-magic, and here is darkness, which will eat up our light. You'll note the Bard Song is still going on. Because of the particle effects in the game, we can actually see when we cast a spell. And we're back here into the light. Some anti-magic here, and then through this door is our first boss. Before you lies the ancient burial chamber of King Eldrick, now a creature of darkness. Now, mortal men, I will drink of your souls, he hisses. It's the Witch King. Give you a little caption there to tell you. The denizens of this mystic place assault you without warning. You see a specter. But again, Slayers aren't meant to be in this game. Boom, dead. So... we get a jeweled eye. Eye has been added to the party inventory. We're going to equip that just to be safe. We get teleported by stepping here. And we don't actually need to put up with any more of this. We're going to go to my journal, which was a feature added here. We can use the Apport Arcane spell from here. Which is nice. We'll go claim our levels. Nice. There, that's some good hit points. Now Carnival has almost 200 hit points. 7, 8, 7. We're going to keep those spell point numbers. 8, 8. Oh, even that 6 is nice. 8. 8 is the most I can get on a roll. There we go. So we're going to get a whole bunch of sorcerer levels. A bunch of spells to go with them. And we're going to class change. We didn't get the 7th level, but that's all right. I don't need it. I want Wizard. Repel dead. Kills a bunch of undead. Okay, speaking of wizards, we're going to ditch ours and add speedruns back into the party. Mithril sword, mithril chain, mithril gloves. Okay. Use mithril sword because it has a 2-hit bonus. Mithril chain, mithril gloves. Yeah. We're all good here. Yep. We're going to get kicked out of here shortly. But that's okay. We are going to switch back to Seeker's Ballad. Going to go head over to talk to Roscoe. Now, the game has a day-night cycle. At night, there are nastier enemies in town, and the equipment shop and the review board are both closed. You skip right forward to dawn if you go to the Adventurers Guild at nighttime, which is nice. Okay, this is where we fought the Stone Dragon earlier. This is Baron Harkon's castle. It's not guarded, but a sign threatens trespassers with death. So we're going to stand here. We're going to Apport Arcane. We're going to go West 3. We're just going to grab a crystal sword rather than going through the maze that is that crystal sword dungeon. We're going to go South 3 and East 3, and we're going to end up at the stairs, again, rather than going through the maze that is Baron Harkon's domain. We're going to walk up here. Up there. Run away. It didn't work. Let the Slayers do their work. You know what? Just let the Slayers do their work. Seem to be doing a fine job. Ooh, an Ali's carpet. Nice. Useful but not necessary. There is a trap in front of me. Get a fight here. Run away. It didn't work. And that will hurt me. There's dragons and there's magicians there. Oh. I don't want to go that way. I don't know why it saved that far back. Why I saved that far back. Should have saved right there. Doppelgangers are interesting to fight, because if there's an open spot in your party, they'll jump in and join your party, and then fight you from inside your party. There's another Ali's carpet. That's nice. Note, by equipping it, it gives me a +2 bonus, well, a -2 bonus, essentially, to my armor class. Now here we go. There's a riddle. Once man alive, now living death. It drinketh blood and stealeth breath. I always pause here for a moment to give Chad a chance to answer it. But in case you didn't know, the answer is vampire. Blip. And we get a silver square floating in the center of the room. It's been added to the party inventory. Now we go Apport Arcane. +5, +11, and +1. You'll notice Mr. Angry Skull here is red. He tells us what area curses are in the area. Apport Arcane cannot target here. Phase doors cannot be cast. Cool. But we're not going to this floor. We're going to the 3rd floor. We can target here. A sign on the robe reads, "The barracks, official robes are required." Look at that. We're going to change our song over to the Traveler's Tune, which reduces armor class. I'm going to turn this way. We're going to save just to be safe here. The legions of Baron Harkon stand before you, recognizing you as intruders. "Death to them!" they scream. Intruder alert, yeah. The room is filled with 99 berserkers at 20 feet, 99 berserkers at 30 feet, and 99 berserkers at 40 feet. I will warn you, this fight gets loud. So if you're wearing headphones, be aware that you're going to hear something like a machine gun. Yeah. We're going to cast the spell Mangar's Mindblade. Mangar's Mindblade is the only spell in this game that does damage to each and every enemy you face. So not just one group of enemies, but all enemies. Here we go. So we're going to hear 400 explosions. The only break I get. And then we just let the Slayers do their job and slay. Yas, slay. There we go. Alright, look at that. 337,000 experience points. And 50,000 gold. And a fire mandolin and a shield ring. Perfect. Carnival, you're going to equip that fire mandolin. Speedruns. Nope, Carnival's going to equip the shield ring. And might as well equip the crystal sword. We're going to need it later. We don't have a bard sword to replace it with. We're going to cast an Apport Arcane from here. We're going to go... Actually, we're going to stop. We're going to make sure I cast it to the right place. It is 3, 6, and -2. Pretty sure. Nope, it's not that. 6, 3, and -2. +6, +3, -2. There it is. This chamber is filled with magical energy. Look at 2025's magic points. Again, one of the few breaks I get here. Scramble a bit to warm up. Actually, you know, we'll kick that Slayer, we'll cast another one up. There we are. And it doesn't have to deal with the level drain. I saw 63. Okay, so it's -40 here. I'm going to get a few more levels, some big numbers on the disarm. Okay. I just need to measure something quickly. So, okay. I'm here on the first floor. I'm at 11:15, so I need to go... -10, -16, and up 2. Okay. -10, -16, and up 2. A gold statue of a 15-foot-tall warrior stands before you. Will you approach it? Look, it's missing an eye. Look what we found. An eye levitates from the party and goes into the statue's empty eye socket. The statue comes to life. I hunger. The walls shake as the statue stands suddenly, flinging marble everywhere. Gaze at the awesomeness of one mad god. I love this game. But again, it was not built for Slayers, so, boom, critically hits, dead. You are being teleported. Now, we're up here in this top corner. So if we look at the map of town, the Adventurers Guild is here. This is Kiliaran's Tower, and there's these iron gates. Those iron gates are locked. We can't get in through them. We can get out through them if we want. We can't get in through them. So we are going to head into Kiliaran's Tower. We're going to change again to the Seeker's Ballad. Get some light. Take the stairs up. I'm going to turn west immediately and take this teleporter here. We're now lost. That's fine. I know where we are. I've walked to this tower many a time. We're going to get teleported again. Where we're standing, if you look at Mr. Angry Skull, Apport Arcane cannot target here, Phase Door cannot be cast, and Spinner. A spinner will randomly choose a direction we're facing anytime we try to turn. Fortunately, we come in here knowing, and I know which way we're facing already, so I just step off it and go to where I need to go, which is over here. This is a riddle that we get clues to throughout the game. We get teleported over to here. We lose our light. Walk over here and down here. Turn, turn, and step in here. Again, we get the clues to that. We get passage has been granted. That opens a door later in the area. And head there. We get this nice long corridor. Whee! We save here because this is 6 green dragons, and if they decide they want me dead, they will kill me. Now I'm going to cast Kiel's Magic Compass, which will put a little compass right here. Tell me which way I'm facing. I want to go north, west, south 2, 3. West, 1, 2, 3, north. west, and north till I get to the silver triangle. Goes along with the silver square. Go south to the wall, east to the wall, south to the wall, west, north, west, north, west, and south, and we're out of here. Gonna fight right here. Oh, not right there. Right here. That's tempting, but no. Okay, through this door, we will find the Crystal Golem. So we're going to change our Bard song to the Wayland's Watch, making foes do less damage in combat. So Crystal Statue comes to life before you're ready to attack. Yeah, I'll fight it. We'll just let the Slayers do their work. A Diamond Sword. Nice. And it comes back. Can Carnival use the Diamond Sword? Nope, no one can use the Diamond Sword. That's cool. It sells well. So for whatever reason, and I don't know why, every time you fight the Crystal Golem, it always drops an item. So I spend a little bit of time here farming for items until I start losing Slayers. An Arc Shield. That's something actually useful. Carnival. We're going to try a couple more, but we're going to save because I don't want to lose speedruns there. Adamant Mace. Galt's Flute. Diamond Shield. Okay, now we're going to stop. And a Pure Shield. Pure Shield is of no use to anybody. No, Diamond Shield, yeah. Yeah, that's as good as that gets. The Arc Shield can be used by a rogue, yeah. We need to use the Crystal Sword there. Adamant Mace has a better attack bonus. We try and discard one of these. You have a feeling this item is too important to throw away. We can sell it, though, which is fun. We're going to get rid of the Slayers. Now, the way to beat the Crystal Golem specifically is to deal the final blow with the Crystal Sword that we found in Baron Harkon's domain. So we're going to cast a bunch of Wind Wolves. They're the cheapest summon we can get. And note they have like no hit points. They're good boys, but they're not real. They're illusions. See, class IL. Which means if an enemy doesn't believe in them, they instantly disappear. Alright, now we need to fight this thing. Hide in shadows. Please hide in the shadows. We're going to buff the Bard. So, Falcontine's Fury increases the damage the party does. Battle skill on Carnival. And the nice thing about illusions is that they disappear when they're killed. Seeker's Ballad. Wrath of Valhalla. Okay, now we're ready. And now that Carnival is now up to place 4, can now attack foes. And we're going to cast Invisibility. Oh, it's not dead. Okay, now 2024 is in trouble. Defend, attack, cast Targeting Dubby. Darn. Wolf gnaws on a Crystal Golem and kills it. I don't want the wolf killing it. Cast Battle Skill, Carnival. Defend, Bard Song, Seeker's Ballad. Cast Wrath of Valhalla on Carnival. Defend, attack, cast Invisibility Spell. There we go. Carnival swings at the Crystal Golem and hits for 45 points of damage, killing it. There we go. I'm going to switch back to the Seeker's Ballad. Go through this door. That's the door that would not be there if we hadn't answered the mouth's question earlier. And we get this really twisty, snake-like path. We get a clue if we explore the... we're going to lose this fight. Yeah. Run away. Nope. Please tell me I saved after the... I didn't. I should know better. Hide, please. Seeker's Ballad. There we go. Hide, attack, cast, battle skill. There we go. Got him. Save. Hey, if we wander through the dark area where we got the silver triangle, you'll find a clue which says beware the sting at the south end, at the south of the serpent's tail, or at the end, beware the sting at the end of the serpent's tail, and it says south. Whatever the case, we're presented with a choice of 2 doors at the end of here. Run away, thank you. This one's south, and there's no way out! It's a trap! We can't get out of here. And just slowly die. If you can use enough magic to survive long enough, you can actually get out of there. The door reappears eventually. Anyway, we need to walk around this path a little bit weirdly. We need this teleporter here, which sends us to the top of the tower. And we're gonna go meet Kiliaran! Here we go. Greetings, I'm Kiliaran, O perseverant ones. Love that word, perseverant. Those who persevere. This is the Good Wizard of Skara. He's an ally, not an enemy. Now we can continue on the true quest, the source of evil in Skara, Mangar the Dark, my nemesis. We can only enter his tower with an onyx key, this 5-level death trap. Seeing is not always believing. Kiliaran vanishes, and we get an onyx key. Look at that. And we get teleported the heck out of there. Now it's truly nighttime. So if we try and go and sell our stuff, the shop is closed at night. Same thing with review board. So we're just going to re-enter the city. We're going to cast up more Slayers. We're going to head over to the review board first. No. Want way more than that. Give me doubles. Come on. Nope. There we are. No. Yeah, we'll take that. 9s are close enough. That is not what I wanted. Thank you. Go in there first, then advancement. 8s are not close enough. Nice try, but no. Yeah, we'll take that. And we'll take that. I think I've got to take that. I think I've got to take that 11. Yeah, let's do it. Carnival. Just get a bunch of hit points, thank you. And a bunch of levels for 2025. Not too worried about grinding up spell points at this point. Spell acquisition, Wizard. We get to level 6, which is Beyond Death. That is the resurrection spell. And then we're switched to Magician for the last class. And we're going to start this bit off. We're not gonna recover my points just yet. We are going to sing Seeker's Ballad. Do you want Seekers? Yeah, we'll do Seekers. So if you remember, this is the place where we went and got wine. This is the only place that sells wine. There's this great big 4-level dungeon under here. We're just gonna use Apport Arcane to completely trivialize it. It is -6, -5, and -3. Stairs here go a long way up. And again, this puts us in the corner behind locked iron gates. So here we go. We take the stairs up to Mangar's tower. The first thing we do is Apport Arcane, because, yeah. And it is... You know what, we're going to save before I do that. -7 + 4, I think. And up 1. Yep. 2 shapes yours, one's around. Speak the shape and final found. So this game was published by EA, by Electronic Arts, and their logo back in the 80s was a square, a circle, and a triangle. So we've got a square and a triangle, we need a circle. Apport Arcane. Where is it from there? It is 9 and 7. The stairs, when we hit darkness here, we're going to cast Magic Compass, so I make sure I'm going the right way. Walk through here, to thump in the wall. Go back 2 steps, go up here to thump in the wall. 1, 2, cast myself a Trap Zap. We're going to turn this way, go 1, 2, 3, and you see the double darkness? That means we've been teleported. Scry Sight will tell me exactly where I am. And we're going to turn this way and cast a Trap Zap. In that corner here is a spinner. You saw my direction change. We're actually going to make use of that and come here. And I know what the 7 of the Lost One are. They are Lie with Passion and Be Forever Damned. I'm going to get turned again, but I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast a Trap Zap, please. We want to go to this door right here. Go around the spiral. Inward and inward and inward. One more inward. And here's the Keymaster. Yeah, we're going to buy the key. The Master Key. We're going to equip the Master Key. Master Key has 2 uses. It opens everything. And it prevents us from getting spun by spinners. North. South. Kick through the door. And we're going to cast Magic Compass to make sure I'm going the right way. Actually, we're going to go back this way. Should hit the double. There, yeah. Trap Zap. Get an anti-magic square there. And head south to the wall there. We get attacked here. Run away. We don't want to fight Bone Crushers and Fred. We don't want to fight a Ghost and Magicians. These stairs would not be there if we hadn't spoken the 7 of the Mad One. We're going to Trap Zap here. We're going to do 1 fight. Right here. 50 ghouls. Use that Fire Mandolin. Let the Slayers do their work. A Travel Helm, nice, and a Flame Flute. Well, that's much better. Fire is good, Flame is better. And a Travel Helm is something that only a bard can use. Save, and we're going to get out of here. Because, yeah, we need some levels. Yeah. We'll use that Travel Helm to do a Apport Arcane rather than my magic points. Now that we have the Master Key, we can move through the gates and back in. The Master Key opens the Iron Gate to the north of Mangar's Tower. This is where we fought the statues before on our way here. There's a lot of hay on the ground here. Sorry, friends, all the horses have been eaten by creatures. And then here is the exit. The city gates, which are blocked by a gigantic snowdrift. We can't get out. If you're wondering why we don't just leave. It's the Temple of the Greater Gods. We're going to heal up. This is the Temple of the Greatest Gods, and over here is the Temple of the Mad God, where we fought in the catacombs. I'm going to grab some more levels quickly. Not like that. Big numbers, big numbers, big numbers. I want big hide. I want big hide. Yeah, we'll take that, I guess. Get a bunch more levels here. Spell acquisition. Ibarra's Mystic Shield, which gives us 2 points of defense. And then up here, restore my spell points. And we're going to go in for the final fight. We have to climb the 5 floors. Well, I mean, we'll skip the first 2, but climb 3 floors. And I mean, we've already done the puzzle on the 3rd floor and got the Mystic Key, the key, so really we only have to worry about 2 floors. And I kind of know my way around, so it's not that big a deal. It is 11-2? No, other way around, 2-11. Take the stairs up. This is the dark room. Magic compass. One, two, cast. Trap Zap. This time we go 1-2, cast another Trap Zap. 1-2, we lose our spells there. We turn south. Bonk into the wall. Run away from the Berserkers and the Wizards. Run away from the Basilisks, Zorns, and Ice Golems. Go up the stairs. And just for fun, we'll take one more fight with these ghouls here. Just so I can show off the difference with the Flame Flute. There, it does about 3 times the damage of the Fire Mandolin. An unidentified item and a lore helm. Well, the lore helm is nice. Not often you get weapons for wizards, or items for wizards. And the unidentified item, we'll see if speedruns can identify it. So it could be good. Nope, okay. Step through the darkness here. That lore helm, this here, gives us this eyeball. So it senses a spinner ahead. We can in fact see it right there, looping. Doesn't matter, we're immune to spinners. Something special near, the shape of a skull etched on the floor. We get teleported. We can scry sight to reinstitute as well. We see our trap on the floor. We see a pile of darkness. That's what that is up there. That's a dark square. There's a spinner here. That's why I like a lore helm. But the other neat thing is that using items to cast spells means that they don't disappear when you hit anti-magic squares. Your music caused 2 sleeping dragons to continue slumbering. There's something special here. There's something special here. Name the greatest son of Odin and win his aid. You get a Thor figurine for that. We get teleported. Step through here. We get 2 traps. We can zap them both together because it's 30 feet out. Boom, boom. And over here, we go through this door. We run away from... We die to these fights. Yeah, we're never going to finish that. That would be bad. Run away. Yep, not with the sorcerers there just mean that's just a losing fight. We get teleported here, and this square is one of the most awesome squares in all of role-playing gaming. When I step on this square, it will turn all these walls into doors and all the doors into walls. We get teleported back out here, cast a scry sight, and now all the doors have become walls. So you can see this is where we fought the ghouls. We went through that wall, and now it's all doors. We need it to get to this part of the corridor. Tracks lead south. That would normally be a wall, and this whole area would be walled off. We've got a portal above us. We're going to use Ali's carpet and go up through the portal. Get teleported. Scry sight. That's not what I wanted. Scry sight, thank you. We get hit here for no real reason. Smoke in our eyes, just because it's annoying. Trap zap in front of us. Nope, there's a fight here. What am I doing? There's a fight here, too. And we're not going to win that one. Greater demons. Run away. Walk up to the front. This is the possession trap, and of course it possesses 2025. The one person. So there we go, possession. A character who's possessed is going to fight for the enemy. The reason we need to get some wizard spells is for this spell, Dispossess. Boom, problem solved. Get teleported. Right here. Scry sight. There's a trap ahead. We've still got smoke in our eyes from the last time we had smoke in our eyes, so we'll just re-up that. There we go. There's a trap ahead of me here. I'm going to zap it. That's because there's a fight right there that I don't want to take, so we're just going to step around it. Otherwise, I'd step through that square. And then up here, we're going to find a pool of boiling liquid. And of course, what do you do in a dungeon with a pool of boiling liquid but jump in? And now we are here. So we've gone all the way over here. We got teleported up to here. We walked down here, walked around a fight that's there, and got bounced from there to there. We're going to have a fight in front of us here. 4 specters, run away. We're going to get hurt in this corridor. On the wall to the north are 3 geometric shapes, a square, a circle, and a triangle, right? Like I said, the logo of EA. A silver square, a silver circle, and a silver triangle. Their logo in the 1980s was, "We see further." A voice whispers, "You see further. Passage has been granted." Run away. Now we could go straight north. Run away. I said run away. It didn't run away. I might actually be able to fight this. Nope. Run away. I'm not doing good with the runaway. Not sure why. My odds of... The rolls have not been with me. We're going to go... what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn north. Your spells waver. That's a sign of anti-magic. 1, 2, 3. Turn around here. So 1, 2, 3. Run away. Dispel that trap. Go through this door. This is another thing you hear about, the Spectre Snare. It's a magical lasso. It's a really, really good weapon. And is exceptionally useful in the next game. But for right now, it's going to be, just there. Carnival is going to sing the Laclaren, which greatly gives party members increased protection against spellcasting, because we're about to fight a wizard. He borrowed his mystical shield to give us a little more defense. This fight is going to go terribly, but that's okay. It's really alright. We're going to get beat up pretty badly. Usually this looks like an absolute disaster, and that's fine. With a wave of his hand, a few of his close friends drop by. They don't look like a fun group. 2 demon lords, 3 vampire lords, and 1 Mangar 50 feet away. Hide in the shadows. We're not going to use an equipped item. Yeah, we are. We're going to use Flame Flute at the Vampire Lords. We're going to cast Repel Dead at the Vampire Lords, and we're going to cross our fingers and hope we get through this. Good, we got rid of the Vampire Lords. That's nice. Hide in the shadows. Because every time we hide, this will attack foes up to 20 feet. That will increase by 10 every time we successfully hide in the shadows. Bard Song, Wayland's Watch. Cast Farfo. Push those demon lords away. He summoned another one, just to make life interesting. Hide in the shadows. No, in fact, kick out. Use the Spectre Snare on the Soul Demon Lord. And cast a Farfo on that Demon Lord. Carnival got stoned before we could do anything about it. Hide. We have... we don't have Stone to Flesh. Nope. Okay. That's okay. We just keep going. Alright. Now we have to hope that Speedruns hits all their attempts to hide in shadows. Speedruns leaps out of the shadows, slashes at Mangar, critically hits for 11 points of damage. That's not the end of the fight. We have to actually finish the fight. Or that happens. 5% chance to miss is a 5% chance to miss. Hide. Use Flame Flute. Vampire Lords. Cast Farfo on the Demon Lords. We're doing okay. Hide. Use Spectre Snare on the Demon Lord there. Kick the party members. There we go. Carnival casts Baylor's Spellbind on a Demon Lord. A Demon Lord appears and quickly moves to the front of the party. That's what the Spectre Snare does. Repel Dead on that Vampire Lord. Hide in the shadows. Use the Spectre Snare on a Greater Demon. I did use the Spectre Snare, right? Yeah, on a Greater Demon. And cast Repel Dead on a Vampire Lord. Carnival got fried. That's okay. We're going to attack Mangar, and we're going to cast Disbelieve, or Disrupt Illusion. And that'll take care of the Storm Giant. The party disbelieves the Storm Giant. Mangar is slashed, and once we get back to the Adventurers Guild, it will be time. We are going to trap zap that just to see what he has. A Death Dagger and a Power Staff. Death Dagger's really nice, actually. So the Evil One is now defeated. The Spell of Winter will soon end. Here's a bunch of experience and gold. And time. Thou art in the Guild of Adventurers. And that's the Bard's Tale. Now, if I wanted, I could directly start the second game, which would just move these 3 characters forward. It would leave behind our monsters, unfortunately. But yeah, we can still explore, we can still go here and, like, resurrect our dead people. Still go claim our levels. Check out our stuff, see what our unidentified item is. A Dagstone, not particularly useful. Yeah. That's the game. Yes, we can sell important items. If you sell the Onyx Key, for example, you have to buy it back for 100,000 gold. Yeah, if this game interests you, I'm about the only person that plays it, or that runs it. So I would encourage you to look it up. It is available on GOG. It is available, I believe, on Steam. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play casually. It's a lot of fun to speedrun. It's a really interesting one. Also, you can go here. And there was a worker in at Interplay whose name was Rebecca Hanneman and went by the nickname Burger. So if you say Burger, you have uttered the most unspeakable word, prepare to die. Blasphemy! And you get this fight. 99 ancient enemies, 99 Jabberwocks, 99 Mage Masters, and 90 Maze Masters, and 99 Gimps. This is a very, very difficult fight. You have to overgrind and overlevel severely if you want to beat it. And then it puts an even more difficult one after it. So yeah, that's the Bard's Tale. So thank you again for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm back on Sunday to do more ridiculous things, including another run of this with the Legacy mode. And got a couple more Ultimas for you, including the Ultima 4 Task Randomizer and Ultima 3 any percent. So, yeah, do keep watching the marathon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good time. And hopefully we'll see you again before too long. Thank you for the shout out.
Okay, yeah, thanks for the one, and yeah, I will switch to the intermission scene, and then I will say the final words for today.
Okay,